Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the two different types of businesses that I would absolutely not work with in 2023, 2024. So guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Harry Kirk. This channel is run alongside the co-founder of my social media marketing agency, Tom Ford. We've had our social media marketing agencies as a pair for the past 2 and a bit years. Prior to those 2 years, we had our separate agencies for 2 years. So we've been in the SMMA game for over 4 years now, which is quite unusual for a lot of the people that you're going to watch on YouTube, because a lot of them started a social media marketing agency yesterday and now they're trying to teach people how to scale one, which is crazy to me because, you know, things change so rapidly. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please drop a subscribe because we're back posting every single day on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music on everything SMMA, sales, business, how to grow your agency in the correct way. And the way we talk about our social media marketing agency is very different to how majority of people on YouTube talk about it. We don't talk about the get rich quick schemes, get rich quick over the night. We talk about how to grow a real business and a business that's going to be around in 5 years' time. But in this video, like I say, I'm going to be talking about what kind of businesses I would seriously stay away from, especially as a beginner agency. The first one, guys, is startup businesses. Now, there's so many reasons why startup businesses are practically impossible to work with when you're a social media marketing agency. Even as someone who's a marketing agency for 4+ years, as a beginner agency, working with a startup brand is going to be practically impossible to get them results. You'll be able to sign them really easy, but if you want to grow your brand in a really nice way where you get loads of referrals, you don't have to worry about sales anymore, and your brand really grows and you really care about doing, you know, an incredible service to these businesses, you're not going to be able to do that for a lot of startup businesses unless you sign like a 2-year contract and you have a full 2-year plan and they've got loads and loads of cash to put behind their brand. If they don't have that, you're going to struggle for the following reasons. In 2023, SMMA has changed dramatically for so many different reasons. For social media updates, consumer trends changing, COVID, there's been so many different things that have impacted the way the social media marketing agency space looks and what a social media marketing agency that is successful needs to offer. And hence why you can no longer just run Facebook ads, get your clients incredible results and that be okay. In 2023, moving into 2024, you have to have a whole package of branding, sales funnel creation, email marketing, social media content, paid ads, brand strategy. There's so much that goes into it that you need to learn in order for you to get good results for a client. And also, there's so many contingencies that a brand needs to hit in order for you to be able to get them results using those services. For example, 2 days ago, check that video out after I say this if you're interested, I was speaking about guarantees and all the guarantees that people put on social media now, which is I can bring you in 15 clients or you don't pay me and I pay you $1,000. And then in the small print of all of those guarantees, it's must have a social media presence of over 10,000 followers, must have an ad spend of at least 10 grand a month, must have a high converting website, an existing sales team. The reason why they have those contingencies is because they're fucking important to get that client results. So if you're working with a startup business, they're not going to have a lot of that stuff. A startup business isn't going to have a high converting website. A lot of the time, they're going to have a really shoddy website they've put together. So if you're pushing traffic to it, it's not going to get sales. It's not going to get leads. So they're going to need a website. They're probably not going to have a sales team, or the business owner a lot of the time isn't going to be experienced in sales. They're not going to be able to contact the leads in the best way or sell the products and services in the best way. They're not going to have loads of testimonials for you to leverage. And in 2024, when so many businesses are now advertising, your brand that you're advertising, your client's brand, is going to be constantly compared to loads of other competitors. And your ads are literally going to be seen directly next to their competitors' ads. So if they're seeing your ads with no testimonials, no social media presence, poor website, and they've got 5 other businesses that are selling the same product for the same service with a brand, with a high converting, nice website, with loads of testimonials and case studies, they're going to go for them, which makes you marketing that startup business practically impossible unless you're going to sort all that shit out for them. So, and we see this all the time. We get approached at our agency for startup e-commerce brands all the time. And it's like, there's no way I could work with you because it's going to be physically impossible unless you've got a budget of 20 grand a month to put into marketing, a rebrand, a new website, brand strategy, a sales team. It's going to be impossible. And what you'll find is most startup, especially e-commerce brands or any startup brands, they have a budget of like 2 grand a month, which is fine if they're an established dental practice, established law firm. That 2 grand a month can go a long way. But for a startup brand where they need a rebrand, they need a website, like I've said, it's not going to go far at all. Otherwise, you're going to be doing everything for no money at all, and it's just not worth your time. But leading on from that, that's because I want to talk about 2 different types of businesses that you shouldn't go after in 2023, 2024, is not only startup brands, but more specifically, startup clothing brands or startup e-commerce brands that sell products they've never sold before. And like I say, we get asked to work with these brands all the time. Someone will come to us and say, Harry, we've got this clothing brand we've just started. We really believe in it. You know, we've got this amount of stock sitting there that we need to sell. Can you do social media marketing us for $1,500 a month with $1,000 ad spend and just sell all the stock? And the answer is absolutely not. That is so incredibly difficult to do, and it's impossible to do. No matter if you're the best in the business like Tom and I are, that's going to be incredibly hard to do because like I say, the website's shit, the brand's terrible, they've done no market research for positioning the market. And it's always those startup brands that say, oh, well, the reason why we've priced it in that way is because we're a luxury business. And it's like, why are you a luxury business? What have you done to warrant a luxury price tag? And they don't have an answer for it. We've worked with so many of these people and we've had so many meetings with them, and we've turned down some really nice fees just because we won't work with anyone we don't think we're going to be able to get serious results for. And a clothing brand will come to us and say, Harry, we're a clothing brand. We've priced our services the same as Lacoste or Tommy Hilfiger, and we're going after that section of the market. Why would anyone go with you instead of Tommy Hilfiger? You've not got any photography, which is going to be the biggest thing for all e-commerce brands, is content, and they most of them don't have any of it. So for their service fee to you, they want you to run ads of static images of the products. Practically impossible to get sales. You need user-generated content, and they don't have any money to put behind it. And they just want suddenly people to just perceive them as a luxury brand without investing in influencers, without investing in content, without investing in ads, without investing anything into the business to make it actually be worth anything at all. Because for most of these businesses, most of these startup e-commerce brands, you couldn't give the product away for free. And we've tried it. We said, do a competition and give away some of your stuff. Most people don't even want to win it, which is crazy when they're trying to sell it for a luxury price tag. So I stay away from startup businesses. I stay away from primarily clothing brands and startup e-commerce brands with no proven product. That's kind of the second one. Startup brands, but startup brands more specifically that have no proven track record of sales, no good reviews, no testimonials. They're at stage 1 of starting their business, and they want suddenly, just because they're putting money into ads, they get loads of money back, when it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, Facebook ads, they're a magic wand for established businesses because you've got something to work with. But just because you're running paid ads for a product doesn't mean you can sell it. I couldn't make a t-shirt, whack a logo on from Canva, and just because I'm putting 10 grand a month in it, get 20 grand worth of sales out. Facebook ads do not work like that. You could probably do that 6 years ago to a point and actually get some sales with very basic content, but unfortunately the game's changed. It really has. So I'd stay away from those, and I'd look for the more established businesses and qualify them when you're about to reach out to them. Make sure they have good content, make sure they've got good reviews, make sure they've got a good website, make sure they've got a good sales team. Easiest way to find if they've got a sales team, submit your lead information. Do you get a phone call? Do you get a text message? Do you get an email? If you do get it, then they've got a sales team in place that you can then just feed them more leads and get that sales team to close. If you don't, you can introduce a sales team kind of sector to your agency and offer that as a service, which is something Tom and I are experimenting with now. And we're going to introduce that to the academy of how you can introduce it. You can also eventually, we want to introduce our team of setters that we're helping our clients convert their leads with. And we're going to roll that all out exclusively to academy members. So there's loads of super exciting stuff to come to the academy. That everyone can look forward to if you're an academy member. But hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Short and sweet one. I just wanted to point out because I get quite a few messages currently asking, Harry, would you work with this brand? Can I white label your agency for this? And the answer is no, because we wouldn't work with them. We just don't work with startup businesses that have no proven concept. And I'd seriously recommend you don't either, because it's going to get your agency off to a really bad start. It's probably going to put you off doing it again, because it's going to be such a terrible experience. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. We're back posting every single day. Please make sure you subscribe. And yeah, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for tomorrow's video.